Welcome to the video. Before we begin, if not already, please take a moment to subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. And click the bell icon to receive notifications when I upload. Comment your little heart out. And most of all, please enjoy. Now back to the video.
Bob's Burgers is a show that grew on me kinda instantly. We used to watch together with the kids when they were younger. Kinda miss those days. The dialogue was savagely funny, the characters were charming, and it always had a sweet and hilarious nature to it. And it always makes me want a burger. I like the show so much that I went as Bob for Halloween once. It had been a stressful time and we really needed something fun and light, and this did the trick. The Bob's Burgers movie. The story revolves around a burst water main that creates a sinkhole that threatens the restaurant, and a murder mystery surrounding the sinkhole. The movie feels very much like a bigger episode, and that's okay. They didn't need to go epic, they didn't need to cram as many of the show's characters as they could. They kept the focus on the family, and that's what Bob's Burgers does best. Lots of little subplots involving each of the family members. Every member of the family has something they want to do, something they want to accomplish. And none of these interfere with each other, and they all dovetail nicely into each other. Even Teddy has something to contribute, and we love Teddy. The family is hilarious as always, and it's refreshing to see a cartoon family so wholesome and affectionate, but still with a slight edge. All hail Louise. There is a villain, and I must say I called it. Other characters do show up, but there are still a few I found sorely missing.
This is a practice burger.
Why are you whispering?
You're great. Shh.
That feels nice.
I'm glad Jimmy Pesto didn't have much to do with this. I never really liked his character, even though he looks like a cartoon version of Huey Lewis. There's about 4 musical numbers, and they're always catchy, clever songs, and they relate to what's happening. It would have been weird if the movie didn't have any. Seeing the Belchers on the big screen was kinda odd. I'm so used to seeing them on TV, but the direction and the animation just brings it to a more cinematic level. In other words, they just added shadows and shading. They're just flexing that bigger budget, aren't they? Even with a story that's larger in scope, it still feels like the show. Always great one-liners, the dynamics between the family has a lot of heart, and there's some action in the third act with some real tension at times. Not easy with a lighthearted cartoon like Bob's Burgers, but the stakes are high enough to bring a little danger and suspense. That said, it's kind of hard to get into the feeling that something bad may happen because this is still a cartoon, and it's safe to say nobody's gonna die. But those aren't the only stakes here, and ultimately, it's the individual stories of each character that makes up the conflict. It's the individual stories of each character is what it's really about. This movie is kind of divisive.
Bigger. Stay low, follow my lead.
Some people wanted a bigger cinematic experience. Some didn't care for the musical numbers. I can't say if changing any of that would have helped or hurt the movie, but what we got worked. They stayed true to the show, stayed in the comfort zone, and still delivered a fun, engaging movie. The Bob's Burgers movie is 4 Bs. But if you're a fan of the show, 5. It's a lighthearted, breezy, fun movie that doesn't make you think too much, doesn't beat you over the head with any messages.
You gotta punch him in the nuts like this. Ow!
It's just good, clean escapism. Nothing wrong with that. And I really want a burger. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, the bell. You know the usual YouTube stuff. This is theNewBee, and I'll see you later, kids. Toodles.